Hello, welcome to today's class. Right. Today we have another question. The question says Georgie and Missy share money in the ratio 5 to 6. Missy receives $96. Georgie gives 1/4 of his share to Sheldon. Missy also gives him 2/3 of her share. The question is say how much does Sheldon receive? That's going to be our question today. So it's going to be a mix of ratios, basic ratio knowledge, and algebra, right? So just follow me. So let's say Georgie, let's represent him with G, and Missy with M. So what we are saying is G ratio M is equal to 5/6. Okay. Now the basic knowledge of ratio says you have to understand this in the sense that when we say two people are sharing something in the ratio 5 to 6, we are saying in essence that for every 5 that Georgie gets, Missy gets it. So we are saying we are going to assume, okay, basic ratio, we say we add these two together. So we say 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. So we're going to assume, okay, they are sharing 11 things. It means that if they are sharing 11 things, Georgie is getting 5 of it, while Missy is getting 6. Okay, so we're going to superimpose this knowledge onto our current question. Now, we don't know how much they shared, okay? We only know how much Missy got after they shared what they shared, right? So we're going to assume, let's call what they shared X. They shared X dollars. They shared X amount of dollars, okay? So we're going to say for every 5 out of 11 of X, that's what Georgie gets. And for every 6 out of 11 of X, that's what Missy gets. And the question really says that's $96, right? So 96. Okay, so this is already giving us something more like basic algebra. Yes, so we can find X from here. Now, when you see off in mathematics, in many contexts, we can say off is translated to mean multiplication. Okay, so example, when we say half of 20, that's basically saying 1/2 multiplied by 20, which is 10. Okay, so in many situations when you see off in mathematics, we mean multiplied by, right? So let's get this over with. 6/11 of X is equal to 96, as we have said earlier. So we say 6/11 multiplied by X is equal to 96. This is 6x all over 11. 6 times x is 6x all over 11. This is basically x over 1, so 11 times 1. So we have 6 times x, 6x, 11 times 1, 11 is equal to 96. Then we cross multiply. This is basically 96 over 1 too. So 6x times 1 will give us 6x. And we have 96 multiplied by 11. I'm not going to multiply it. So we have a smooth said y calculation, okay? So to get x, to isolate x, basically, we're going to have to divide both sides by 6, yes? So we are dividing both sides by 6. 6, we cancel 6, we have x. So we say 6, we divide 96, that will give us 16. 16 multiplied by 11. We understand that 16 times 10 is 160, right? So plus 16 and extra 16, that's 176. Okay, so this we can establish that the amount they shared is $176. Let's calculate how much Georgie got from the whole lot. How much did Georgie get? We can do this in two ways. We can either just subtract. So they shared $176. Missy got $96. Georgie obviously will get 176 minus 96, and that will give us $80. $80. Now that we know how much Georgie got, we know how much Missy got, so we want to know how much Sheldon is gonna get. Sheldon gets 1/4 of Georgie's money. Georgie's money is $80. So 1/4 of Georgie's money, that's 80, plus 2/3 from the question of Mrs. share, 2/3 of 96, right? So as I said earlier, when we hear off, we hear multiplied by. Okay, so once we calculate 1/4, 1/4 of 80, so we're saying 1/4 multiplied by 80 plus 2/3 multiplied by 96. Basic business or bonus will come into play here. So we have to do the multiplications first. 4, we divide 80, we have 20. 3, we go in 96, 32. So 1 times 20, that's 20, plus 2 times 32, that's 64. Total, Sheldon gets $84. Right. Thank you very much for coming to class today. It's always a pleasure to have you around. Do stick around for other videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.